We are live in the Madhouse. It is Sunday night here, and this is the Maverick Soul Hour, and I'm your host, Tommy Marr. And we've been on vacation for a while with the show due to a lot of other projects that we've been working on. We're doing some pay-per-views, and we've been very, very, very busy. But it's great to be back. I'm glad you guys are back with us. Have a great show tonight. But before we get started with that, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on. I'm only going to touch on things because there's just so much going on. But, well, first of all, I'm going to start with this fellow over here that's next to me here. This painting was painted by a fantastic artist. Her name is Kay Yeats. He says Yates. I say Yeats. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Bondurant. And she is an amazing artist. She wrote to me on Facebook and asked me if she could paint my picture, and I said, sure, go ahead. And she did. And Kay, I can't thank you enough. I love the colors. It's very, very 60-ish. I love it. I think it's very cool. We're going to hang it up in the studio, and I can't thank you enough. But I want you guys to know that if anybody wants any work done by her, you could check out her work. She's she's phenomenal. And let me just see where I wrote this all down. Art by Kay, and she is located at 102 West 2nd Street, Farmville, Virginia, area code 23901. You can also get her on Facebook, and that is K-A-Y, Yeats, Y-E-A-T-T-S, B-O-N-U-R-A-N-T. Look her up, and for my slower people, and you know who you are, you can back up the video, and you can watch it over again until you get it right. So, and you know who you are. So, Kay, I can't thank you enough. It's beautiful, and go on her Facebook page. She has some other great works on there that she's done. She's phenomenal, and she's a super, super great spiritual person. I love her. I love the painting. I wish my hair really looked that good, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I love purple. It's my favorite color. So you did a beautiful job. Thank you so very much. I can't thank you enough. And we'll be talking soon. So I hope you guys check her out, and definitely, you know, especially if you want something done. Talk to her, because I think it's limitless of what she can paint. She can do any kind of painting. She just doesn't do these portraits. So feel free to give Kay a call and reach out to her on Facebook. She's a dynamite person, great woman, great family person, and take it from me. She's good. So take it from me. Hey. All right. Secondly, I ask you guys, Janine, if you could, this is just a personal thing. It's for you people on the island. For my grandson plays for the Uniondale Knights football team, the 11-year-olds. So if you could that's their picture right there. They're actually trying to raise some money for uniforms and equipment. So if you would, please, you know, anything. You know, I say there's an old saying: pennies make dollars, and dollars make cents. So even if you have 50 cents, $1, $5, $20, and you heavy hitters, if you want to throw 1,000 in there, be my guest. It would really help a lot of kids, and God knows in this world we need to help out some kids, because they're just not getting what we used to get when we were kids. Even if when we had nothing, there was still something, you know what I mean? So if you can reach out, you go to GoFundMe.com, and then it's UKY 11-year-olds, okay? GoFundMe.com, UKY 11-year-olds, and that's to raise money for their equipment and their uniforms. So please do that. If you can do anything, helps anything. So please. I watch these kids work. They've been working all summer, and I'm telling you what, man, it's been a hot summer, and these kids are working real hard, and they deserve it. They really, truly do, because the funds aren't there. So maybe we can all reach out and help them a little bit. Okay. Next on the list here, I want to talk about a little bit of what we've been doing. Janine and I were just up at in Bethel for the Woodstock reunion, which we do every year at Yazga's Farm. It was a phenomenal, I guess we were there 8 or 9 days. Had a great time. My band, for the first time, I played there for the last 5 years, but this year I actually got to bring my own band up, and it was great. We did an hour set at Yazga's Farm, jumped in the cars, ran across the street, and did a 4.5-hour set at the Dancing Cat Saloon with Stacy Cohen, and actually I had the John Disick from the Hassles open for us there. It was phenomenal. The crowd was amazing, and then the whole night was amazing. We played for 4.5 hours, and what was really good was right across the street at Bethel Woods, they had Leonard Skinner and Marshall Tucker, and they finished early, so that whole crowd came over also. The place was jammed. It just didn't stop. The energy was amazing. We had a great time, phenomenal time, and I didn't even feel good, but that crowd drove that bus and drove that train the whole night. It was absolutely amazing. I also want to thank Gerald and Zach Abramson up at Yazga's Farm for again hosting that again, and the beautiful, beautiful people that we hung out with and we've known for years, and the new people that we meet every year there. Like I always say, it's like leaving Earth and going to another planet, because it's just a group of people that just love people. They're not there to start trouble. They're there to just have love between people and listen to some good music and just do the right thing, have fun. And it's so, you know, especially coming from New York, you have that, that attitude that you're always on guard. And it's a place where you can just let your guard down and walk in a forest of peace with all these stages, and the music is nonstop. And it's a beautiful, beautiful setting, beautiful, beautiful people, very talented people. I can't say enough about it. I recommend it to anybody, and all you young people would always say, boy, I wish I was young enough, or I wish I was born when Woodstock. That's as close as you're going to get. So check it out. Go to the 47th next year. Hopefully we'll all be there. We'll all be here alive. And it's a great, 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 great experience. Unbelievable. We had a phenomenal time. I want to send a special not a thank you. I want to send a special shout out to our two beautiful, beautiful friends, Linda Miller and Paul Cataldo. We had the greatest time with you guys. We hung with them the whole 8 days, and we had so many laughs. We had so many good times. We played music. Paul joined us at. We actually did a jam at the Dancing Cat on Thursday night, and then he also joined us on Friday night. And Paul's a great musician, great songwriter, and a great guy. And Linda, we love you like there's no tomorrow. I mean, you are a super, 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 both of you are super people. I'd also like to send a personal thank you out to Patty Greco, Sunshine, who owns the Funky Hippie Chick Boutique up in Monticello. She had us over for dinner, and her wonderful husband, Jonathan. Two of the most beautiful people you ever want to meet in your lifetime. We had such a special day. We went Sunday, a special day. They made he's a gourmet chef. He's a really well-known chef. He made a phenomenal dinner. We sang. We were in a studio in the basement. We were singing songs all night. It was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night, and a great way to end the vacation. So, Patty and Jonathan, thank you so much, and all you guys, Michael Stern and Dan Scott and Wayne G and Wayne Magic and all the people, Justin and my main man Teach. He is like, there wouldn't be a Yazgas without Teach, I feel. I mean, that guy, he's such a beautiful human being too, a great guy. And these are the kind of people you meet when you go up there. And now we're lifetime friends. And basically, the last thing I want to say about it is that I want to send a special, special thank you to Mr. Roy Howard, who is no longer with us and never really got to see it become legal. But he is the man that joined all of these people together. Just as you'll meet my guests tonight are doing kind of the same thing. But Roy, without Roy, I wouldn't know any of these beautiful people that I have met over the years of 20 years of going up there. And I've had the greatest friendships, and I love these people. I wish we could all live in a village together. I really do. The way this world is, it's just such great people. And music does that. It brings people together. color barriers come crashing down, religion crashing down. It just comes down to the raw, basic love of music and feelings. And that's what it's all about. It's having feelings. And, you know, like if you ever been to a great concert where it's great and you're feeling good, and you kind of like, like dance like no one's watching, and you're talking with people and dancing with people you don't even know. That's a feeling you can't buy, man. You just can't buy that. And again, you're going to hear some of that tonight, and that's what this show is about tonight also. The same type of thing. We're going to do it again. We're going to bring some beautiful people together with some great music and phenomenal artists. And but trust me when I tell you, hang in there for this show because you're going to meet some great people just like there. That's also going to bring people together and make this world a little bit better than it was a little bit yesterday. So, and finally, lastly, I really need you guys really, really bad. Everybody knows my dearest friend, Neville Chesters. I'm kind of like his, I guess, I don't know, the information man. He calls me from England, and so I can let everybody in America know what's going on with him. And I respect that. I mean, Neville and I are very, very close. And he's in a lot of trouble. I'm not going to beat around the bush a little bit here. He's in a lot of trouble. He needs some prayers. He's going in this week for major, major surgery, cancer. They think they might be able to cut it out. And I ask all you guys, please, because, I mean, it really doesn't have to be a religious thing. You don't have to be, I don't care what your God is because it really doesn't matter. Whatever you believe in, and if you do believe in prayer, please, I ask you all to send some heavy-duty, strong prayers for Neville Chesters. And you guys that don't know who he is, Neville was the road manager for Jimi Hendrix, The Who, and Cream. He did the Sgt. Pepper's album with the Beatles. He's worked with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, James Taylor, you name it, the list goes on and on and on. This guy is a rock icon amongst the rock icons because I've been to concert with him. I've been in the dressing room with The Who, and you see these guys go, oh my God, there's Neville Chesters. So trust me, he is a legend, a rock legend, and the nicest human being you'll ever meet in your life. So please, 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 please send some strong prayers out for our friend Neville Chesters. Let's get him through this thing because we want him to get better. He asked Janine and I to come over to England. We're going to try to get over there to see him. And we want to get him back here in New York where he belongs. And he can't wait to get back. So prayers would really be helpful. So I think I have just about, oh, no, I didn't. I got one more thing to talk about quickly. We were asked by a friend of ours, actually, that we actually met him at the Iridium. And he has a play in New York called 39 Steps. Now, I got to tell you, I'm not really a play guy. I love comedy and that. I was blown away. Douglas Denoff invited us in. He's the producer of 39 Steps. And just so if anybody wants to go check it out, it's at 100 East 17th Street in New York. What I'm telling you, there's 4 people in it. 4 of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like I said, I didn't go there with great expectations, but I tell you, they had my attention from the get-go to the very end, and it was amazing. So if you get a chance, go in and check this play out. 39 Steps. It's at the 100 East 17th Street. I think it's the Irving Theater. I think so. I think that's right. Irving Plaza Theater, I think. So check that out. Great, great show. If you really want to have a good night out and have a lot of laughs and watch some talent that you don't see anymore, it's just amazing. So that about wraps up my monologue. I got some special friends and some special guests here tonight, and we're going to talk about some blues and some real down-to-earth music and stuff that makes you want to move. And we're going to come back, and we're going to tell you all where it's at and where it's happening. So hang in there, get yourself tight, and get yourself right, and we'll be right back with the Maverick Soul Hour right here on Madhouse TV. We'll be right back.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy Luxury.
Stretching under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
All right, we are back with the Maverick Soul, and you are in the madhouse right now. And now we get down to brass tacks here with what's going on with my buddies over here. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you to, well, one of them is a new friend, but the other two are very dear friends of mine, Mr. Tom Deegan and Miss Charlotte Silkey. And with them, we have Gavin Binzer.
Thank you.
Okay?
Pleasure
so
being
now,
here.
Guys, this is something that is dear to me, like I just explained in my monologue about these festivals and how they affect people and what they do to people. And I know you guys well enough that I know we're both in the same head, and
right.
you know, I know our heads are in the same place. And wait a minute, excuse me 1 minute, Bonnie Goodman, where are you? Kurt Yano, where are you? Just had to say that. But they made a long trip from Connecticut to be here tonight, and I feel what they're doing is something that, you know, the reason why we do this show is to keep the music alive and keep it passing down so that it's not lost, because it's kind of getting lost real quick. And people like this is what keeps this thing going and keeping these artists alive and keeping the music alive. And so, guys, the name of their company is 2 Left Feet. And they have a blues festival. Now, the blues festival is coming up, and I'm actually, before we even get to the actual show, I want to talk about how it started, and not so much. I know why it started, because I know you both, and but I mean, how did this actually get? What were you having, coffee and hey, let's have a blues festival? You know,
I actually when I came home from the service in '71. I went to a festival. I don't even remember what festival it was, but I came back and I told all my friends.
Probably, I'm guessing, Watkins Glen? That was 70.
That was 73, wasn't it?
Somewhere.
Well, anyway, I don't remember. But it was, whatever. But I told my friends, I said, I'm going to put on a festival. So the standard joke in the neighborhood was like, Tom's going to put on this festival this year, right? And I was like, nah, you know, are you doing it? I'm like, no. You know, oh, okay. So this went on for years, and I met this beautiful lady, and we were talking, and I told her about my dream.
You got lucky there, guys.
Sure, I did. And
but wait a minute, before you go any further, just so you people know at home, she can whoop his ass.
She's a fourth degree.
Fourth degree black belt? Fourth degree black belt.
The only woman I know that can kick my ass.
You might as well.
I emphasis on no, because I'm sure there's people up there that can, you know, women that can. But anyway.
Yeah, you might get a list now.
Yeah, really. And but we started talking, and we went. Where did we go?
Bluestock?
Yeah, we went to Bluestock in Hunter Mountain when the hurricane hit, and we managed to see Buddy Guy,
Tabinois, Trombone Shorty, Robert Cray, Alvin Bishop.
Where was that?
Hunter Mountain, New York.
Oh, okay.
And then the hurricane hit, and they moved 10,000 people inside of a ski resort up there. Oh God, yeah. And it was like they ran out of food, they ran out of booze.
That became the Funky Blues.
Oh God, it was unbelievable. We left at 1 o'clock in the morning. It took us about 2.5 hours to go 20 miles. And we went into a hotel, I can't say the name, but they threw us out at 8 o'clock in the morning because they cared more about their employees than they did the people there. They cleaned the hotel out. And the New York Thruway was closed. Kind of like Woodstock. The New York Thruway was closed.
Did all
yeah, it took us about 4 hours to get back to Connecticut. And Shar and I were talking at that point more and more about this. Let's do this festival. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So this is since 1971?
No.
No, 71 is when I came in the idea.
Oh, okay.
So this is about
2011.
2011 was when we.
So it basically took you 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do things slow.
He works well under pressure. So that's what,
you know.
Got to keep his stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I got to think a whole lot about it before I move on it. You know what? It took me 1.5 years to get here.
Yeah, that's true.
It did.
That's true. He was supposed to be on. They were supposed to be on last year to promote last year's show, but you know.
But you did talk about it.
I did.
You know, and I appreciate that.
I talk about anything that's good for music.
Well, thank you. And everybody asks how did the name come about. And there's really nothing magical. It was when we decided to have it, everybody said, now let's come up with a name. And we were in the car one day, I guess we were going, I think we were going to a blues society function. And got talking about dancing, and I said something like I had 2 left feet, you know. And we started talking, and I said, wait a minute, 2 left feet. And I think it's a great name.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it came about.
That's like White Guy Dancing.
Yeah. 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 You know, well, white guys can't jump. you know, same difference. But I mean, it was like really good that we did this, and we talked about it, and we said, okay, let's do it. Hence the first year came, and then it was, let's talk about who we want. We didn't have a clue, so we hired.
This is 2011.
No, we actually did it, started planning. The first festival was 2013.
2013. 2 years in the making.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Starting of the conversation was 2011.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it took 2 years to put it together.
Yeah, well, we had to get a mentor because we didn't know what we were doing.
Now, was it overwhelming to you at the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also exciting and fun, right?
Extremely. It was,
Like if we could really do this, you know.
with her, anything's possible. It really is. And I do give all credit to her and to my God. I'm telling you that it's just an amazing thing how it just, our mentor came in, told us all the things. He said, first of all, I want to know who you want. And of course we gave him our A list, you know. Mm-hmm. And can I say who?
Sure.
I said, well, first we want Buddy Guy, and we want, let's see, we
Eric
want Eric.
Oh, you start at the bottom.
Yeah, let's really, you know. And of course it was all the A-listers.
Right.
And he says, okay, how many millions do you have?
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't. And he says, who's funding this? And I went, well, I guess we are. And he says, okay, we got to start talking sponsors. And I learned what a sponsor was. You know, you got to go knock on the door and hear the word no, 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 no. You know. And you hear that word no. And then one day I got a yes. And it was like for a little amount of money, but I'm going to tell you, it was like I hit it for $1 million. Mm-hmm. That's what I felt like. And we came home and I went to door, and we brought our expectations from Eric Clapton down to what we feel is still, we ended up with
Shamika Copeland.
Shamika Copeland was our headliner, Eddie Shaw, Anthony Gomes,
Biscuit Miller.
Biscuit Miller,
Lydia Warren.
Lydia, and we had one more.
Rich Badowski.
Rich Badowski. And the Belkin brothers didn't play, but they were selling their guitars there.
Oh.
They make guitars.
Okay.
So, was the...
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Am I okay?
Go ahead. All right, so they're selling the guitars.
So they're selling their guitars, but they didn't play, but they were there. And so we had a great time. And afterwards, we went to a local bar that was one of our sponsors. It was Good Time Cafe.
We have one of them on the island.
And the lady that owns it is a friend of Char's. They've been friends since they were little kids. What's
Judy Gorko.
Judy, yeah. And
good thing you brought her along, boy.
well, I went home at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted, and she said, "I'm going to stay here for a couple of minutes," you know. And I was like, "Okay, fine." I think she got home about 3:45 in the morning. It was like a great.
But had half of your business taken care of.
Absolutely, you know. And everybody was like, "Are you going to have another one?" And we talked about it, and she was like, "No, I'm never doing one again," you know. And I talked her into that. But this second year, we had the same mentor, but we did things a little different. We went to Memphis. We got to know the players in this game, like who are the other people besides all the names that everybody knows. And you start going into like Gracie Curran, John Nemeth, James Montgomery.
Well, and you also surrounded yourself with good people, too, because I happen to know a few of them myself. And we were at actually a 4th of July party together with Arnie Goodman, Kurt Yano. I mean, Elmore Magazine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's good to have an Arnie Goodman on your team.
Arnie,
I mean,
I love him.
I don't even think I know anything about music when I talk to Arnie. I mean, it's like I'm an illiterate, but he is like an encyclopedia. But he knows everybody, and everyone knows him.
We advertise.
He's so good.
We advertised with Arnie our second year. You know, we missed it this year because of reasons, but you know, but when we advertised with him, it was like just an amazing thing. And then when we came down for the party, it was like that was like.
We had a good time, right?
Yeah, you and I. Well, we always do whenever we get together. You know, everybody says we look alike. I don't see it.
Well, that was your picture. That was just.
Oh, that was me. Okay. But you know, Two Left Feet is very dear to me.
It's got to be.
You know,
It's got to be.
it's my passion.
If it wasn't, it wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't. And so the second year, we're down in Memphis, and we had met all these people in the lobby of the hotel we were at. We were giving shot glasses away with Two Left Feet,
Right. Did
our
you bring
logo
any?
on it.
You didn't bring any with you?
No, I
You
didn't.
got to come to Connecticut.
Got to come to
get 'em.
Connecticut to the
We'll be
festival
there.
to get it.
We'll be there.
And we were there, and we're walking down the street, and all of a sudden the trolley comes by. Now, nobody knew Tom or Shar, but they're yelling out, "Hey, Two Left Feet," in Memphis. And we got to the place we were going, and everybody was talking to her, talking to me, and that's when I almost, remember on the way back from
Well,
Memphis is
then
when
that
I
was-
almost died.
That was a smart trip then.
Yeah, you know, we had to pull over, get me in the hospital, and then I came home, and don't smoke, give it up. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you know. And I came home, and we put on this. The second year was great. We had Johnny Sansone.
Albert Gastilia,
Go ahead,
Debbie Davies,
go ahead.
Johnny Rawls.
Johnny Rolls.
Let's see, who else do we have? I'm blanking. The Balkan Brothers.
Belkin Brothers.
Okay, now,
Joe Kulak,
Joe,
this is
right?
Joe, yeah.
this
Jake.
is last
Jake.
year,
Jake.
right?
Excuse me, that was last year.
That was last.
Now, it's in a different venue this year?
Absolutely. We moved to Powder Ridge this year. It's bigger. We kind of outgrew where we were.
Well, give the people, because I think it's important for the people to know. Give them an idea of how you're set up, and because that's the first thing that comes into my mind. If I'm like, hey, you want to go to this place? Is it going to be one of these places?
Oh, no.
So give the people a little,
We're having a big, gigantic stage, and by gigantic, it's a total of 64. It's on the 42 feet, I believe it is now, by I don't even know the dimensions off the top, but it's big, big. It's a regular stage you would see if you went to a major concert, like Yes or whatever, you know. And
now seating.
seating.
Bring your own seat.
Well, there's VIP seating, which you don't need a seat.
Right. And we will go over the pricing later when
Go ahead.
I got
You
my
want-
man here for the pricing. So
Well, I think what's interesting about this year is that they moved to a ski hill, a ski resort. So
it's
now,
amphitheater
yeah,
kind of
it's got a natural amphitheater type surrounding, big
I
meadows,
love that.
beautiful trees. One of the ski lifts is going to be going so people can take rides
nice.
up, your nice slow rides. There's going to be vendors.
that's great.
It's really going to be nice. What they had done previously was almost like having a backyard party, and invited all their friends and threw a big blues festival. And now they've actually taken it and they've really turned it into a much larger production, bigger acts, more people, better place. And the chef of Powder Ridge competed on
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen,
And-
and he's
So he's going to be feeding
he's
us?
catering.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing the
catering.
catering. They're doing the beer garden. So it's really going to be a great.
There's
a
this is
beer
what I'm
garden?
talking- and it's family friendly.
Oh, family friendly, absolutely.
This is very important, because when I go to something like this, I want to know I'm not going to go in there and have to worry about this is going to be a family friendly thing, but blues love.
I got to tell you
know?
about, first, let's start here. If you go VIP, let's work backwards here.
Right.
VIP, we have a tent, 90 feet long, 20 feet wide, long and skinny. It's VIP seating. There'll be seats under there for you to sit. If you don't want to sit in the shade, you can take that seat. You can go down to the VIP seating in front of the stage, which is going to be there. There'll be people to help you bring your chair down. There'll be
Nice.
people to help you sit.
See, this is all important because I don't when people do, I've had people on promoting stuff. I think it's very important to let people know you're going to be comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be
gonna
waited on?
crushed. You're not going to be having people standing in front. Nothing annoys me. I mean, I got to tell you. I'll tell you a quick little story. We just saw, well, not just saw, maybe a year ago, whatever. We had front row for Fleetwood Mac at the Garden. I happen to know a lot of people at Madison Square Garden, and I happen to know that a couple ushers that were on the stage. And now, if you ever been to the Garden, even in the front row, there's a good 20 feet to the stage. So I grabbed the guy. His name was Al. I said, Al. He came over and I said, is this going to be a run for the stage? Because, you know, the tickets were very, very expensive. And Janine is a Fleetwood Mac freak. Me, you know, I mean, I'm a Zeppelin freak. But for her, I only cared about her because she paid. I didn't even know. When I found out what she paid, I couldn't even believe it. It was, but that's her business, her money, you know. But I wasn't going to have people standing in front of her either. So I said to the guy, I said, is this going to be a run? And he said, yes, but not until after the third song. I said, what does that mean? He said, that's what the band wants. After the third song, the people can come up. So being my New York, working in the city all my life, attitude, I go, that's bullshit. This is going to be first note, lights off, they're going. So I said to her, we're going. I said, and first of all, you're paying $900 a ticket. I don't want to stand for 3 hours. First of all, you know, you're not a young guy anymore. And I don't want this. So that's why I say it is important. And what happened? They dimmed them lights, and all these $80 seat people, and I freaked. I just said, I don't care, because I felt so bad for her. I just made a word. I said, just get out, and I'm not like that. Get out of my way. I don't want to hear anything. Just get out of my way. And we went right to the front, and Stevie Nicks was dead, right 6 inches in front of us. So we stood the whole thing, which is, that's what I mean. It's unfair. That's unfair.
Well, when we've been to enough concerts, and that was my biggest pet peeve, was everybody coming in front of me, and, you know, it sucks.
Right. And the type of crowd, that's why I say if it's family friendly, it does mean a lot to people, because a lot of people are, you know, they're afraid of things like that. There's no reason to be afraid to go to this show, guys. This is going to be something you can sit back, enjoy, and talk about for weeks to come, and you're going to feel great after it's over.
The thing that I like about the VIP, you're going to get waited on. You can sit underneath the tent, listen to great music.
Am I in that part?
Yeah, you're in that part. Yeah.
I thought you were the waiter.
Way in the back. We hired you the waiter. No, but it's like, you know, we have the waiter.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, you can go up front if you want, or you can stay under the sun, which is great.
That's great.
It's worth a couple of dollars more. You get a...
well, you know, while we're there, you want to talk about pricing? Because I actually think it's silly cheap. But, I mean, you know,
I
you want to go over the pricing?
Yeah, the pricing is very good. The VIP tickets are $60 per person.
How can you beat
that? And the
you
general
can't
admission
get
is
a
$40.
Tank of gas for that.
Nope.
Yeah, and general admission is $40. So it's a full day of blues. I think that's one of the things that's really sets us apart. It's 11 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
10:30.
It is a full day of music.
I got something I got to mention, and I don't want to. I'm going to mention it one time, and that's going to be it.
Well, they can go back and watch it.
They can go back and watch it, but I'm only going to mention it once. There is an after party. The after party starts at 9:30. It is at the 4 Point Sheraton in Meriden, Connecticut, which is graciously offered to host the after party. Last year it went till 3:45 in the morning. The first year it went to 2:45. I don't know when this one's going, but there's a bar, a free buffet. If you have VIP tickets, you get in free. If you don't, it's $10 a person.
All right. That's great. And that's just icing on the cake. But I want to talk a little bit more about the pricing. I mean, to me, I know a lot of the groups on here. I don't know all of them, but I happen to know some of them personally. And, I mean, just that one group, I would pay $150 to see that one group. Just one. Because they are that good. I mean, I won't even get into names, but, I mean, one guy happened to be Buddy Guy's guitar player. One guy happens to be Johnny Winter's guitar player. You got a 3-time Grammy winner on bass. I mean, come on. This is one group. So, I mean, for that alone, there's your money right there. How much is the VIP?
It's only $40.
The
VIP is $60.
$60. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous, good ridiculous. But, guys, $60.
I wanted to make it...
Live like a big guy.
We talked about this because remember I mentioned Blue Stock?
Right.
Well, their VIP was in the hundreds, like 400 apiece.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Where can you go? You go in a bar with a name or a local theater that holds 200 or 300 people in here. I mean, like Long Island now, all the movie theaters are theaters now, and they hold maybe 400, some 600. But the tickets are $80, $120, $150 to see a band with maybe one guy from the original band. Now you're talking about an entire day of being completely entertained by some of the greatest in the world.
Great food. A chef that,
He's on the food kick.
Yeah. Oh, I love food. Are you kidding me?
The music is the key. I mean, the food is a bonus. I mean, and it's great. I mean, that is another part of being comfortable. That's, I don't have to worry about eating. I don't have to worry, am I going to eat a hot dog? No, you're going to eat well, but you're going to be entertained by some of the greatest musicians in the world. Yeah. Not local, in the world. I mean, when you play for Buddy Guy, it doesn't get any higher. When you play for Johnny Winter, it doesn't get any higher. I mean, and these are just one group that's going to be playing there. So, man, $60 for VIP. Yeah, that's ridiculous. VIP. Ridiculous.
One thing I wanted to do is I have to talk about what we did this year that was different from all the others. We happened to have a friend that was very, very sick, and he's a musician. And we heard about this thing. It was called Musician's Lifeline. And it hit me, because I'm a cancer survivor twice.
Right.
And having that happen, I was like, there's got to be something to help these people. And I shopped around, and Musician's Lifeline kept coming up, so we got involved with it. And Shar and I decided, well, this year we're going to be nonprofit. And we went to our lawyer and talked to him, and he said, well, I want to be part of this. I love what you're doing. And he says, I got a couple of people. And Gavin came along, and then our accountant is another friend that loves the blues. We've got another lady that's on our board of directors that's in charge. It's Music Now.
Music Now.
Okay, which is another one of our charities. We have two charities, Musicians Lifeline and Music Now. I'll get into Music Now in a minute because that's very important. It involves kids. So the Musicians Now, when we were talking to this guy that was sick, we managed to raise a little bit of money for him, but it helped him stay in the convalescent home.
Right.
And he's very, very thankful. He's a phenomenal guitar player. Bert Teagues, I mean, he just was a great guy. He's alive, but he's very sick still. So we got to pray for him like we always do, and whatever.
It's kind of like the thing that I mean, there were a lot of things, but there was one thing that we did with Arnie when Walter Trout had the liver transplant.
When we got the liver for Walter.
We went in and I interviewed every artist there at the Iridium, and that's where I met Scott and Jeff Simon and
oh my God,
all of them, and I think they raised. I mean, Walter's back on tour, man. I mean, so
he looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah,
it looks
does.
great.
I mean, you guys saved a life. I mean, I think they raised something like $550,000, total.
Yeah.
I think don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what it was. And Walter is back on tour. I mean, I know he was just in Europe, and God, it saved the life. I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. So, for that part of it, that is just as beautiful as it gets. On top of everything else, even the food, Tom. Even it's even on top of the food.
Well, now I got to talk about music now. In Connecticut, New York, any city you walk into in the United States, in Europe, or anywhere, you've got a little kid that's got a guitar made out of a cigar box and some strings, and a piece of wood. Well, Music Now, one of the things that we try to do is get a guitar, an amplifier, or something, if it's a horn, whatever it is, to them. And that's so good, to see a kid getting a guitar for the first time, learning how to play guitar.
I mean, even what I did with this football, to see these kids get a uniform. I mean, my God, my little 4-year-old, he's playing now. He came in, he slept in his uniform. I mean, it means so much to these kids that don't have, you know.
Well, it meant a lot to us when we were younger.
Of course
doing
it
the
did.
same thing, you know. Remember?
But in those days, everybody was kind of in the same boat. You
Yeah.
know, you didn't really have this high class, and then it was like everybody was kind of the same.
We hung together, and it was like you didn't care where
You know,
what
like
part of
they
town.
said, you want to see where you. There's a picture on Facebook, and it says when I was a kid, when you wanted to find your friends, and they had a picture of someone's front yard with 35 bicycles laying on the front lawn. That's where all your friends were, you know.
Yeah, my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine too.
Yeah,
Mine too.
Same thing, you know. We had it all the time. Well, anyway, it was the same.
No, but the bottom line is, you're helping musicians that are ill, which I mean, you're saving lives. I mean, there's no price tag you can put it at, and you're giving kids a shot of something that could be the next Eric Clapton or Buddy Guy or whoever.
And it actually goes beyond that, because the Music Now Foundation also helps these children learn music. It's music education. It gives them venues for performing. And during the day, we're actually going to have children performing between the acts. So they're going to be performing there. So when you talk about it being a family-friendly environment, it definitely is, because we have kids there to perform. So they're going to be playing acoustically, I believe.
Acoustically,
Yeah.
and we have somebody that I really want to. I'm going to make sure that you and I coordinate how to get him over here to play for you. His name is Jake Coulon. We met Jake in Memphis when he won the youth
It was at the youth showcase at the International Blues Challenge.
in January. It was when he was
You want
13.
him? You bring him. I put him on.
I got to tell you about this kid.
Not a problem.
He is just,
You're going to meet him.
yeah, he's phenomenal. Guess where he played this year? Notre Dame, the second largest festival in the world, and he played. I'm blown away. Played with Thorogood, played with some other people.
We had them in here.
I know, you know, and it's like I'm like amazing. I mean, this kid's 15 years old. He's been to the Pine Top. He won the Pine Top Workins Award. He's been down to Memphis twice for 2 summers.
Yeah, how old is he?
15 now.
Yeah. That's like, you're like Solomon Hicks, too.
Yeah.
This kid's going to be, I mean, he is, but you remember that name, Solomon Hicks. He's
So Jake is going to be playing acoustically in between the changeover for the bands. We've got some other people that are going to be in between the bands. We've got a couple radio and TV personalities that are going to be our MCs. We were going to have 2 stages. And we talked about it back and forth and everything. And I guess what it came down to was money. You know, you got to cut your costs somewhere.
So in between acts,
yeah,
you're going to have these kids like a acoustic.
just acoustic. Yeah.
On the main stage.
That's
On
cool.
the main
On the
stage.
main stage.
That's great. Yeah, because you got to keep it going.
Yeah, you got to keep it going. And, you know, the whole idea behind becoming a nonprofit organization, when you really look at what's going on, we're looking at children who have a passion for performing, and we're looking at musicians who had the same passion and performed a lifetime of music for people, and at the end, they can't pay for their health care.
Right.
They can't support themselves. So why would you want to tell a child, go and do this, while you're looking at somebody else who can't even sustain themselves?
Very true.
So we're trying to give to both ends. We're trying to support both sides of that equation.
That's what I respect about this.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a lot of respect for you, that because a lot of people just stick it in their pocket and couldn't care less, you know. But that's not what life's all about. And you know, when you do go to wherever it is we're all going, you at least you'll have a VIP ticket when you go.
I hope so.
How's the food?
I want to know how the food's going to be.
I'll be cooking for you, Tom.
We're in big trouble.
But I mean, maybe before we go to who's going to be there and everything, I know we have a couple videos. I mean,
Yeah.
Want to show up a little?
Yeah, guy.
little-
Whatever you got up. Bring
Janine,
it.
you want to go to a video and we'll give you a little taste of what you might be in for. 2 left feet.
by my girlfriend's house just to use the phone. Stop by my girlfriend's house just to use the phone. Somebody came to the door and said,
Now, but you can feel it in case. We are back. Now, how's that for a little taste of some blues? My man Scott Holt, man, there isn't many better on the planet than Scott Holt. Let me tell you something. And not only that, he's as good of a man as he is a player. He's a great guy. And Scott, if you're listening, if it's too loud, you're too old. And that's the truth. So, guys, getting back, I know, Gavin, you got a split. He's got to jump on the ferry, but I want you to get in.
A boat, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little girl out there with wings, you know. But I want to get back into exactly now, just because it's important to me. Like, you know, the money is going somewhere. Where's it going? It's all going to where it's supposed to be going. And, it's, you know, there's people, you know, we hear this. I won't mention any names, but there's some big names out there that
absolutely
ripping a lot of people off. So,
and,
because it also makes the people feel a little better about going too. And
it is a 501c3 organization, all legal and, you know, that whole bit. And those two organizations, Musicians Lifeline and Music Now, are the two organizations that are supported by the Two Left Feet Blues Festival.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
You can find them both online.
Beautiful. That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Good move, guys.
You know, it was something that anybody that knows me knows that when I go and grab hold of something, I'm going 100%. Yeah, right. I can't, it's not in me to do anything less.
Right.
And this was something that was near and dear to me. When you see somebody that's a friend of yours and you see him sick and he's looking at, they're throwing me out of a convalescent home because I don't have the money.
Right.
I mean, you're like, whoa, wait a minute here. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not just saying this was all me that did it. It was everybody that came. It was a lot of other different organizations.
You know, that's, you know, like, you know, I have a page called The Woodstock Guru. It's not about Woodstock. It's about the kindness that I observed when I was at Woodstock in 1969, because there was nothing there. People were in trouble. We had nothing. And everybody helped everybody. And the world has kind of drifted away from that. It's the land of me. Let me stand here still while the planets revolve around me. I don't care as long as it's not in my backyard. All this attitude. I don't know who lives next door to me anymore. It was never like that. You know? I don't want to get into that rant, but I want to go ahead, Gavin.
I was going to say, you know, I was just listening to the radio, coming here, and the DJ was signing off, and he said, as he was signing off, he said the exact same thing. He said, be good, but more importantly, be good to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You know,
we don't think about that anymore.
kindness is free.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you a dime. You can walk by somebody in a mall or in an office or anywhere and just smile and change their whole day.
Yeah.
And it's that simple. This gangster attitude's got to go. And, you know, I hate to tell you, but it's these gray-haired guys that have got to start whooping some people's asses. I'll tell you right now, because it's gotten out of control. I mean, when you think you make up a game to punch out an 88-year-old woman,
Yeah.
and that's funny,
Yeah.
let me see somebody. I don't
Oh,
care.
man.
I will
Yeah.
die. I will die on that sidewalk if I ever saw something like that before I let that ever happen. I will call Charlotte and have her come down and just open up a can of whoop ass on that person like that. But while we got you, Charlotte, I know you've been quiet over there. I want to know your feelings about, first of all, the music that you're bringing to the table here, and your personal reason, not Tom. Not that Tom controls anything you do. This is a very powerful woman, very intelligent woman. But I want you guys to hear a little bit about her insight on why this all goes down.
Well, I grew up in a house with music. My dad was a musician. My father was a musician. I have my father.
Your dad
brother,
and your father.
both of them.
Dad and father, both of them.
And my brother was a musician. They
Right.
played all the time. And the word was, at our house, there could be a party like this. You roll up the carpets, and there was music flowing.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was a fun house. It was a great house to grow up in. So that's kind of, you know.
So you're building a bigger house.
Yep. And my other brother wasn't a musician, but he, you know, introduced me. I can remember him bringing home Janis Joplin, "Piece of My Heart," and putting it on the record player, and I went, "Oh wow," you know. So
Still go oh wow with that one.
I still go oh wow with that. But so that's how I got into it, and I just have a real passion for
Well,
music.
I mean, I know you guys pretty well, and I feel that you are. I mean, Tom is the more out front spokes.
Visionary.
No, I don't. I'm
I
not.
am the visionary, and she's the keep you
I'm the
grounded.
real-
I think, well,
Yeah.
she's the rock.
He's
yeah.
the megaphone.
She's the rock.
Yep.
He's the megaphone.
She's the chord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the mic. She's the chord.
Absolutely.
Yep, I'm behind the scenes.
She's the amp.
Doing all the communications, doing the paperwork.
No, I've seen you. I know what you do, and she's relentless. She's you couldn't have a better partner in a million years.
The other night, I guess it was about 9:30. I went to bed, my normal time. You know, we get old, we go to bed early. Come on, realistically.
Not the night of the show. Though.
No, but we went and I went
How's
to
he
bed.
gonna make the
and
after hour party?
Yeah.
I got up.
Lots of
I got up
coffee.
at 11, and she was still doing stuff for the festival. And I said, "Is there anything?" She goes, "I'll be up in a minute." I don't know what time she came to bed, but
that's
she,
like I'm going to stay here for 5 more minutes at the bar, and she was there till 4 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
'Cause she's a go-getter.
No.
She is.
I know. I got to tell you my story about her in Memphis with John Neiman.
Oh no!
We're in
Well, I
the-
don't want to lose track of what
No,
this
this is
show,
very
because
important. All right, I'll get to that one, but it was, she is just my anchor. And when we go to a meeting of the board, she tells everybody, you know, she's got the itinerary, she knows what's going on. People ask her more questions than me, because I go, I don't know, ask her, you know, and she's good.
She's great.
She keeps us all.
Well,
she
listen.
keeps us all tight.
I know Gavin has to go.
I gotta
so
go.
I know you got to catch a ferry. So in 2 minutes, give me your thing.
In 2 minutes, give me my thing. My thing. Well, I was approached to come in and
maybe
help.
maybe some. Well, we'll talk about the hotels and website.
Yeah.
He's
But,
got to
um,
go. So
To really help with the marketing, to help spread the word, assist really Shar. I mean, she has a list of items that is tremendous. And so really, I'm doing whatever I can to help alleviate some of her burden, do some of those tasks, help with the website, do things like that, really get the message out to people, work with some other vendors that are resources to us for other aspects of marketing and communications. And just being around the two of them and seeing the passion and feeling the energy, it's really something you can't step away from.
Right.
So the more you get involved, the more you want to be involved. And it's been a wonderful experience. experience, and I'm really looking forward to the 12th. In case anybody hadn't said it, it's September 12th, Saturday.
Well,
September
we're
12th.
going to show the
Yeah.
poster. We're going to go through all the people
Yeah.
who are playing. We're going to get it done, but I wanted you to get in what you had to get in. There's the poster up there now. I know you got to beat it,
Yeah.
and I really thank you for
Thank you.
making
This
the trip
was
over. I mean, I
tremendous.
really,
Yeah.
truly thank you, and I'll be seeing you on the
Yeah.
12th.
All right.
And we're going to go to a commercial.
Oh.
Don't let them run yet.
Not yet, brother.
We're gonna go to a commercial, and we're gonna say goodbye to Gavin. So Gavin, thank you so much for coming in. I'll see you on the 12th, and
You
we're
got it.
gonna listen to some good blues together. So thanks again. We'll be right back with the Maverick Soul. Hang in there. Stay.
Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company, family-owned and operated.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Tommy Moore, otherwise known as the Maverick Soul. And I am live in the Madhouse for my show, Maverick Soul Hour. Come and join us. It's the place to be. Right here on Madhouse TV, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we will put you out to the entire world. You got that right.
Away from my
We are back with the Maverick Soul in the Madhouse, and I have my two favorite people here, Mr. Tom Deegan and Miss Charlotte Silkey from Two Left Feet Blues Festival. I do want to just say one thing. I want to thank you guys. If you people that trust me, believe me, you people in Long Island, that commercial that you saw there for Galaxy limousines and the buses, the party buses, very, very good friend of mine. I'm telling you right now, if you need a bus or something, see Galaxy, ask for Dominic or Teresa, tell them I sent you, and they will give you a very special deal. They are super, super, super good people. They really watch the drivers and all that, and that's just my little 2 cents from my buddies. So, getting back to my buddies over here, let's talk about who's going to be here. This is some list. This is some list we got here.
Well, let's start right at the top. Belkin Brothers. This is a group that they got their first major festival they played was Two Left Feet Festival, and they have since right now they're in the studio recording with Papa Chubby.
Love Papa Chubby.
Oh, I love Papa
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he had me on tears at BB King's one night.
He is just.
You know what's cool about him? You know, he's a big guy.
Big boy.
And he's sitting down, and we had just watched the Vanilla, I don't know if it was the Vanilla, I forget who it was. I actually forget who it was. And then we were going to leave. And this guy hit one note, and I went, ooh, sat right back down. And he did a thing where he said, listen, I have a fan, in I think it was in Spain, or England or France. I think it was Spain, that was dying. And the kid's wish was that he would play Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And I'm telling you something, man, there wasn't a dry eye in that place because he said, bring that camera right in close. He talked to the kid, and he played this song. I mean, I've heard him play it many times, but never like that. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. He is amazing.
We had, well, that's the Belkin Brothers. The next one is E.G. Kite. Am I pronouncing that right? Kite.
E.G. Kite.
This is Char's southern cousin. That's what they call each other. You know, her nickname is the Georgia Songbird. The first time I heard her, I closed my eyes, and it was like she just took me away. And then I met her in the lobby at the awards down in Memphis. And there was she had a picture down there, and it was of a goat, and another one of a rooster on her piano. And I bid on both of them, and I met her. I won the one with the rooster on the piano, and we've got that hanging in the house. It's beautiful. And we got to talking, and she said, well, I want to play your festival. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we're booked. She said, please, you know, it'd be nice if I could play. Keep me in mind. This year,
we got her.
Miss Char
We got her. She also was a very good friend of Coco Taylor's and wrote songs for her. So she's a talented composer, musician, and she's got a beautiful...
Is that a full band? Is she with a full band?
She's got a full band.
She has her full band with her. Biscuit Miller in the mix. If anybody's had the privilege to see Biscuit, he's got a smile on him that's this big. He's... bass player of the year was like
2013, I believe.
2013, bass player of the year by the Blues Foundation, and very, very great guy. His band broke down one time. Right, 2 houses. Well, we managed to get him 2 houses from our house, and we got the truck back in my house. The next day, we loaded both of our cars and we drove him up to Gloucester, so he could play up there, because the next day he was playing for us back in Connecticut. So we stayed up there, came back. Victor Wainwright was playing up there,
Biscuits.
Now, is this the actual order?
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope. I think You got a better idea than me.
Well, I was just going to say Biscuits Band is just a fun band. You're going to love them. They do a funky James Brown type thing. They're just
I'm in with that. I'm all in with
He
that.
gets up on stage.
That's my boy. James is my boy.
His drummer's name is Dr. Love. Dr. Love. It's all about the love.
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 We need a lot more love in this world.
Gracie Curran. Gracie lives in Memphis now. She's originally from Boston area.
Yep.
Boston area. We've known Gracie for a while, and I just fell in love with her voice. It's been compared to Eddie James. A little bit of Janis thrown in there. Coco Taylor, a little bit of that, and you got Gracie Curran, and she's phenomenal. Imagine living in a house, right? Papa Chubby, right? Victor Rain, right?
Got to go to the source.
Oh, I got to go to the source. That's
And part of John Nemeth's band.
right. And you get up in the morning, you decide you want to jam, and you just jam for the whole day. Tough job, tough life. You know,
I love that.
I would love it.
I tell them people don't believe it because when they see you perform, they think you look. I would rather go in a studio with a bunch of good musicians and friends and just create. I'd stay there for 20 hours rather than get up in front of people and play.
Oh,
It just gets, I mean, it's fun, but there's nothing more fun than creating music. Nothing with great musicians. Nothing.
John Nemeth. Where do you start? Nominated six times for 6 different blues awards. Won one of them. He's traveled basically all over the world. He is
Fantastic voice range.
He's got a voice that the first time I heard him, I was like, oh my God. And then we met him. And he said, what did he say?
I won't say that, but his voice does not
give what he
paint
is.
A picture of what he looks like.
Right.
Yeah,
He's got a very soulful voice. I'll put it that way. And he's just a phenomenal singer and harmonica player, and his band is tight.
Great.
Tight.
Shaka.
Shaka is a transplant from New Orleans. He survived Hurricane Katrina. And he has a special place in my heart. He really does. Anybody that can go through that and walk away alive, God bless you. You know, and I had been hearing about him. And
he's an entertainer.
Entertainer, too. You never know what you're going to get with him.
It's another one our country dropped the ball on.
Yep, it sure did. And but Shaka's going to be there. The next name, when I say it, everybody's going to know who he is. James Montgomery. James has been around, Tommy, forever, and he gets better and better and better.
I know who he is.
You know, he's just phenomenal. So
Uptown Horns, I know them.
Well, he's playing with James. They're playing with James.
Oh, they're playing together?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And
powerful.
As a special guest, Paul Nelson, Johnny Winter's band. Great friend of Johnny's. Now I got to tell you something that Paul did. He is giving us a special film, 15-minute clip of Johnny. The latter part of his life, right here. And it's only going to be shown at 2 Left Feet. That's September 12th, okay? And it's only going to be shown there. It's going to be a special booth where it is. No cost. It's going to be on a repeating tool. And so that way you don't have to go in and watch it all once. You go in, you want to watch it, go away. It's going to loop. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So that's great. Thank you, Paul. I hope you watch this and know that I greatly appreciate you. I love you, brother. The Electrics. Well, you just heard them. You heard one of them.
I played with them.
We do a little jam down in Memphis in May. We're going to do it again this year. And Arnie, so I got a band for you. He said they're great. Come hear them. Then you decide whether you want them in your festival or not. He said, I'm not going to tell you anything about them. Just come listen to them. Right. And I did. And I was like, oh, my God. And he said, now we got to come up with a name. You know, and the three of them, well, we had Scott Holt and Eddie Turner. Phenomenal.
Eddie Guitar God Turner.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's his name.
Yes, it is. It is. And Eli Cook.
Killer.
He played with Johnny for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
I just had the privilege of playing with them at the Iridium.
Oh, that's right.
With Jeff Simon on drums.
Right. Well, that's who we had at our jam.
Kurt Yano on is Kurt.
Didn't have Kurt. Well, interesting story was last year.
Who are you, Kurt Yano?
Yes, Kurt. Right, and Kurt's getting ready to leave, and he comes over and he goes. I said, "Okay, you're leaving?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "So you're going to be at the festival, right?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah, you got to watch him. He's told me he's going to be at a lot of places that he doesn't show up, but we're going to drag his butt out.
Well, all of a sudden,
is he playing with them?
He's
yeah,
playing.
he said, "Well, I got to be there. I'm playing with them. I'm playing bass."
I love Kurt Yano.
I think it's
he is. I mean, 3-time Grammy winner. The guy is
nominated
a
for an Oscar.
He's literally a genius.
Yes,
I mean, he's a genius and a great guy. A funny guy.
Funny guy.
A fun guy to party with. I love him. I really like him a lot. He's a great guy.
Well, I have one other
We'll
one.
be hanging, buddy. We'll be hanging.
Yeah. Last one that we have on the A-list right here, and you're all the A-listers, please. Believe me, you are. We got Shira Porto. She's originally from Orange, Connecticut, moved out to California. Why, I don't know, but she did. She's happy out there. She's got a band out there.
That's why.
You know, she's
happy.
Yeah, she's very happy. Well, we're in Memphis, and we met her there, and she said, "I've been wanting to play your festival since you guys started." And I'm like, "Well, what do you got?" And she gave us her CD, and
She actually got up at the jam and sang.
at the jam, she got up and sang for us, and I was like, "Okay." And she came back, and she goes, "What do you think?" And I went, "Okay."
Hey, I'll try that. Maybe next year you'll have the Maverick Soul Band up there.
Only if I can get up there with you and sing.
Why not?
Absolutely. You know, I'd like to give a little more information about this.
Hey, that's what tonight's about.
It's $60 VIP, $40 for regular, $50 at the gate. That's September 12th, okay, at Powder Ridge in Middlefield, Connecticut. That's
give the people in the tri-state area kind of an idea where this is.
How about the middle of Connecticut?
Middle of Connecticut.
What's
Middlefield,
the closest
Connecticut.
town that we would know?
Middletown.
Middletown?
Anything?
New Haven?
New Haven. Okay.
New Haven, Middlefield, Hartford.
Okay.
Middle of the state.
Okay.
Okay? From Long Island, take the ferry straight over, get on 91. It's right off Interstate 91. 95 to 91. Nice and simple.
And I also recommend this to all my Woodstock people up there and the people who are friends on the Maverick Soul Hour, also people who are friends of Madhouse Television that are all over the world, and certainly the Woodstock Guru people. This is going to be a good one, man. I mean, this is going to be a good one. I know that the people who like what I like would love this. I mean, because, you know, it's about being around good people, great entertainment. You're at ease, you know, no pressure. And this, I mean, come on, this is stupid cheap. I mean, stupid cheap. $60 VIP. Literally, can you fill up your gas tank on $60?
I got to tell you about VIP, though. If you're coming and expecting to buy VIP tickets at the gate, ain't happening.
Advance only.
Advance only.
Well,
and by the way,
how do they do that?
They have to go online, which is www.twoleftfeet.com.
www.twoleftfeetbluesfestival.com.
Ask Charlotte.
Yeah, ask her. Ask the boss. Like,
One more time, Charlotte.
www.twoleftfeetbluesfestival.com.
So,
or you can call.
okay, give us that number also.
Area code is 860-653-1962.
Good year. Now,
Yeah.
for my slower people, rewind and you can listen to it back.
It's good. It's going to...
No, but really, folks, I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm not being facetious or anything. You can't, I just filled up my car. You can't fill up your car for $60. I mean, and to have VIP, you can go on the ski lift, you can get in the tent. You don't want the tent, you can go sit in the front of the stage. I mean, you got a waiter. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
Also, we have special Two Left Feet Blues Festival rates at the 4 Points by Sheridan in Meriden, and that's on our website under accommodations. We also have Nelson's Campground on there. If you're a camper, they're cutting us a rate on that, so check out the website for all the
Nelson's
deals.
Campground is 20 minutes away from the site.
Well, see, now there you go, people.
The hotel?
What is the cost of that? $20 or something?
$48 for the weekend for 2 nights.
The whole weekend, $48. So
Yeah.
for $100, you got your sleeping, and you got VIP.
At the 4 Point Sheridan, everybody knows the Sheridan. They're a little bit pricey, but they're good. You know, we got a great rate. $81 for the night for a regular room, and for a suite, $110 for a suite.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta call the 4 Point Sheridan in Meriden direct. Ask for 2 Left Feet, the deal that we have, and that's going to be September 12th at Powder Ridge, in Middlefield, Connecticut. Please, and VIP tickets are only online.
And get them quick, because they're going fast.
And we're not just saying that to, for the hell of it. I
No,
mean,
we're
they
saying
really are going.
Because they're going. And do I still got room?
Yeah, you're going to be, yeah.
Okay. I mean, really, you can't beat that. I mean, and the summer's over. I mean, it's like your last shot at having a good time outside too, So I mean, God, it's
This
gonna be great.
festival-
It's going to be great. It's
This
gonna be great.
festival, the first year, had 500 people. That was us talking it up. The second year, it poured. It rained. Oh, my God, it was terrible. But the after party made up for it because everybody that was wet, we just opened the doors and they came in. We had about 800 people that stayed for the second year.
Right.
People, I'd like to sell this out. I really would. We need this. The people need this. And by the people, I mean the Musicians Lifeline and Music Now.
All right, so, guys, 3 things happening here. You're going to have a full day of some of the greatest musicians in the world. A whole list of them, all day, all night. You got an after party after that, if you want to go. You're going to help children that can't help, that their parents can't help them. You're going to help them. And you're going to help musicians that no longer have the money to help themselves. Now, how can you say no to that? Really, honestly. I mean, even if you're not a music person, as a human being, go. Just go.
There is a place on our website that if you'd like to donate money, it's on the website.
It's in the tickets. If you go under the tickets, you'll see Blues for a Cause.
Blues for a Cause. It's right there.
Oh, yeah. I know we have a couple more videos. Do we want to?
Yeah.
We have some pictures. Let's show some pictures. Let's let the people know. All right. Video?
A video.
We got a video, Janine? Let's go to a video.
Yeah.
Let's give them a little taste of what's going on.
satisfaction guaranteed. When you think I'm selling down, you'll always think of me. All right.
All right, we are back. Another little tease of just a little bit of what you're going to be getting there. I know the night is, we're kind of ahead of ourselves here. We're kind of running a little late. So what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to turn it over to the brains of the outfit. Sorry, Tom. Charlotte, I want you to tell the people all the stuff that Tom and I have not said.
Okay.
That is important because they are important. First of all, the date is September 12th. And
Correct.
Charlotte, take it away.
So, Two Left Feet Blues Festival, September 12th at Powder Ridge in Middlefield, Connecticut. Gates open at 9. Music starts at 11. And John Nemeth will fill out the day at 10:30. The accommodations are at the 4 Points by Sheridan in Meriden. And there's a campground, Nelson's Campground, in East Haddam, I believe it is.
East Haddam.
And all the information's on the website, www.twoleftfeetbluesfestival.com. Buy your tickets now, especially if you want VIP. There's a limited number of VIP, and they're going fast.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you, this is something that is, it's like a perfect storm of music. I mean, you know, everything is there for the taking. You have your you know, if you want to stay in a hotel, they got that. If you can't afford the hotel, you want a campground, they got that. They have VIP. They have tickets that are stupid cheap. Was it $40?
$40.
$40.
$50 at the
for
gate.
all of these bands for a whole day, folks. A whole day. Is it handicapped accessible?
We have handicap accessible, and if it rains, guess what? We have tents and we can go inside. So it's rain or shine. It's not just one of these where you rain and you jump around in the mud like at Woodstock when we were there, Tommy. It was different, you know. Oh yes, folks, I went to Woodstock too, you know. And but it's going to be a great.
It is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I really, truly am, and I hope that you guys are too, because I mean, I know this show reaches a lot of people that love music, love the background stories of the music. This is what we try to do, trying to keep the music alive. And I think what you two people are doing is not only are you keeping the music alive, but you've also donated your time, your heart, and your soul to helping the musicians, and you're helping children. So, I mean, it's a win, win, win. You can't lose. So get on the phone tomorrow and call up. If you want a VIP, you better call quick. Tom's going to be answering the phone personally, from what I'm told, because Charlotte says, you're answering the phone all day. But that's what we want. We want a lot of people there. I'm going to be there. Janine's going to be there. Madhouse is going to be there. We're going to be there. Arnie Goodman's going to be there.
Kurt Yano.
Well, Kurt's playing. Where are you, Yano?
Arnie, where are you, Arnie? I came all the way to New York.
And Arnie,
game, you know?
Arnie, I'm calling you Monday. Today it's Sunday. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. And you're supposed to be here. That's okay. Arnie's a great guy.
I love you, Arnie.
Yeah, we do love Arnie. So I know that we're looking forward to it. I appreciate the offer to come down, and we will be there. Absolutely, really looking forward to it. It'll be a good weekend. It'll be great.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I thank you for coming down, making the trip, and I hope that it's as successful as it should be, because this should be a slam dunk. I mean, it really should be just a slam dunk, not even a thinker. It's not even something you should be thinking about. It's September 12th, the summer's over, kids going back to school. It's the last hurrah, baby, and then you'll be shoveling snow. So get your last one in, because it's going to be a good one. You're going to finish with a blast. So that's all I can tell you. I also want to let you guys know that we will be putting a Woodstock show together. Janine will be actually doing that, because she does such an amazing job with it, of our 8 days up at Bethel and all the shows and all the people. And it was good. It was good. It was definitely good for the brain. And this, I'm actually really, really excited about, because I know these people, I trust them, and I know it's going to be a place where I'm totally comfortable, because I really do it. Like, that's why I wanted to, at the beginning of the show, let the people know how family orientated it is, how comfortable you're going to be. They've gone through extended trials and tribulations to make everything at your convenience. Everything's right there for you. You don't have to sweat it. You're not going to be crushed. You're not going to be beaten. You're not going to be, everything's there. If you're too hot, you go in a tent, the food is there. Everything is there. It's the perfect storm of music.
There's beer garden. There's going to be a tent for the other people, besides the VIP.
And food.
And food, besides the VIP. If you get, and you're hot, there's going to be a tent where you can go stand under.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
they got all the bases covered, folks. So go there, put yourself on cruise control, and enjoy at the Two Left Feet Blues Festival, September 12th. I hope to see you there. I will be there. I guarantee it. If I'm alive, I'll be there. So we're going to take you out. Janine is going to take you out. And Janine, thank you for doing such a beautiful job tonight.
Thank you, hon.
And she's going to take you out with a couple more little quick videos of what you're going to see at the festival. So God bless you all. Remember, please send your prayers to my man Neville Chester's over in England. He needs them. He's going to have a tough week and a tough rehab. And let's just hope he gets through the operation, because it's, it's going to be a tough one. So please, please keep him in your prayers. God bless you all. We'll see you back here next Sunday, hopefully. And God bless. And have a great week and be at peace. So thank you guys for coming down. It was a great night. And we can't wait to see you at the Blues Festival with Two Left Feet. Take care.
I'm Steve, this is my brother Nick.
Got my eye on your mama, but you say you got a man. Well, forget Get in my baby and take me by the hand. Yeah! But I think you best control. I think you best control. Down by the bridge, saw you there with another man, giving him a big old kiss. Oh yeah, I saw you there.
I listen to a lot of funk music and rock music and deep into the blues and stuff like that. So pretty much anything I play is just the blues, but amped up, you know, 1,000%. And
to 11.
Yeah, definitely cranked up to 11. Whisper in my ear, tell me everything I want to hear, yeah. Say, mama, oh no, would you come on near? Oh yeah. But if I can, then what can I feel now? Mama, if I can, yeah, then what can I feel, baby? Mama, if I can, then what can I feel now? But don't want, oh, nobody else. Oh, nobody else. Oh, no. Hey.
One band that won't be singing the blues tonight, the Balkan Brothers.
Two acts that will be going to Memphis for the solo and duo. That band, or that duo, is the Balkan Brothers.
All right. Don't rap no bicycles. Ain't no traveling tool. No. Don't ride no unicycle either. Man, those are for fools. Yeah, fools. We need free wheels.
The blues is, to me...
This is Mojo Vision. We're all on Mojo Vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this song sitting in Minnesota. It's a fishing song. Anybody like to fish out there? Yeah. I was sitting out the lake and had an idea for a song. And, I want to take y'all fishing with me. Is that all right? Woo! Let's go fishing, fellas. fishing, baby. Let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing down at the fishing hole. You bring the bait, I'll bring the poles. We're going down to the fishing hole. Never know what we might catch. Might be something that we both may like. So let's go fishing down at the fishing hole. I'll make sure I bring enough bait. You know how fish sneaks in the taste. Put some beer and wine on the side. If the fish don't bite, she'll be on my mind. So let's go fishing down at the fishing hole. Come on, sing it with me, y'all. Let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing down at the fishing hole. Oh, come on, baby, work it out.
Born on the best side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad love, I wouldn't let no let it out. I said, all luck and trouble, my only friend. I've been on my own who are since I was 10, yeah. On the best side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for real bad love, I wouldn't let no like it all. Whiskey and women, you know, well, I crave. I feel like a woman gonna carry me to my grave. Born on the bad side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for real bad love, I wouldn't have no rock at all. fight or flight, this time I'm gone. 'Cause you're always right and I'm wrong. You think I'm weak, I know I'm strong. I'm not giving up, I'm just moving on. When push comes to shove, I push back. No need to remind me of that. You state your feelings like it's a fax, just waiting to see how I'm gonna react. A rocket, a hot place, and where I wanna be. When push comes to shove and it just ain't for me. I'm tired of fighting so unfairly. Hey, I'm smart enough and strong enough to get up and leave.
This is Mojo Vision. We're all on Mojo Vision.
Blues fans out there.
Yeah!
This one's going out to one of my teachers. We put it together for the late great Junior Wells. Going out to Junior Wells. Get up early in the morning just to see her around.
I'm originally from Boise, Idaho, born and raised. I got my start playing the Grub Steak Saloon in a town called Horseshoe Bend, Idaho. And then a cat named Junior Watson rolled into town and I opened a show for him. And he said, hey, you know, would you like to go out on tour with me? So I toured around the country, and then after that, my girlfriend at the time decided she was going to move to San Francisco. And I couldn't let the girl go down there by herself, so I picked up, went down with her, and we stayed in San Francisco, and then we moved to Oakland. We were there for about 10 or 11 years. And then...
Well, Matt, I got some bad news for you. Matt, you're fired. Why don't you take that pretty new guitar
Yeah.